talk about the digital revolution within biopharma and what I see as an inflection point right now for small and mid-sized pharma. There's a stark contrast, pretty obvious, between not just big pharma, but bigger pharma. Um, and the way that they're able to leverage all of the technologies that are available to us, whether that's because they have bigger marketing teams, bigger IT teams that can collaborate on these things, or they just have more budget to work with some of the bigger agencies who have acquired a lot of data companies, technology companies, AI, analytics. Um, so the companies on the bigger side are using a lot of these technologies and upping their marketing efforts. The small and mid-sized pharma, I have concerns about, and I do see this as an inflection point where they really need to be addressing a lot of these things more than they have. The reality is, we are dealing with a much more tech-savvy, self-sufficient patient and HCP. Um, Not only compared to many years ago, but compared to even just a couple of years ago. Something like 1 billion health related searches every day occur on Google. That translates down into something crazy like 70,000 every minute. And patients are a lot more empowered by technology. They are self researchers and active participants in their health decisions. They're digitally connected through apps. They're seeking support through online communities. And HCPs have also adapted to all of this as well, using platforms for research and patient engagement, and obviously even telehealth. And then if you look over on the sales side of pharma with regard to HCP engagement, the pandemic undoubtedly expedited the digitization of the pharma sales process. I mean, companies are using everything from AR and VR applications to AI-powered chatbots, a lot more digital content platforms. A lot of the changes, that were made during peak pandemic caused permanent change with regard to how doctors prefer to be engaged by reps. And we're living in an era of patient activation. Patients are now equipped with more tools and knowledge to manage their own health. Pharma companies need to understand these changes and adapt their communication strategies. Data analytics comes into play heavily here. Companies need to understand the trends and behaviors among patient populations. This is largely benefited by AI, and thereby facilitating more personalized marketing. And to navigate through this digital landscape, again, I'm not too worried about the bigger pharma companies, but the small and mid-sized pharmas, it's going to require some change in terms of fostering internal capabilities more, but also partnering up with the right types of firms, from digital health companies where they can collaborate on leveraging some of these technologies and the data. And also agencies with much stronger digital skills, knowledge of AI and data, a lot of times on the smaller side. And I know some of my other agency peers probably get really mad at me when I talk about this stuff, but a lot of small and mid-sized pharma work with some of the more traditional PR firms, communications agencies who are not digital first and have not adapted and evolved at the rate that's needed. And so small and mid-sized pharma are going to have to reconsider some of those partnerships.